All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. And today, we're playing obviously SpyParty, and we're gonna play an around the world against Hyper, a really good player. And I figured this would be like a fun little hybrid video because I have a bunch of random sniper videos, and I have a couple spy ones out there, and I haven't got a lot of spy content out there. But I figure I could talk through all my spy games through this set. We're gonna play each venue one time, and I'll talk about what I'm gonna do. And I'm also going to talk through my sniper thoughts, but that's going to just be more so, whatever. I'm trying out a new sniper style, so. But here we are. We're going to get into it here, and going to obviously whisper Obi back because he's my goat, and then we're going to do something. Okay, so first of all, whenever you spawn in, you gotta look at the party. So, okay, Ambassador's going to green bookcase. So the Ambassador's completely safe. Sniper's probably going to watch Kane until he grabs a book. So I think it makes the most sense just go over and flirt. Maybe Wheels got credited with the bug. Um, I could grab the first case here. In fact, I think I'm going to. I'm right next to it, so before Kane gets it, I'm going to pick up the first briefcase. It's a pretty free briefcase. Normally, I think some snipers can give you a little bit of heat for the first case, but, typically, not going to get too much credit. And, yeah, so you're not going to get too much credit for the first briefcase of the game. And, so you're kind of free to take it. So now, if we finish our green flirt, if Ambassador had touched something else other than green books, like say bar or like a statue, I could have done like something like a rush, but unfortunately I cannot do a rush at the moment. So we're just gonna kind of have to wait and hope that there's some other people that do stuff. There's a couple of statue inspectors, a couple people that went to bar. We're really kind of hoping for like statues or for conversations kind of shot here, so I could take a nice BB. But this is not a nice BB. So what we're going to go do is we're going to go inspect a statue. We have 3 minutes left. I'm not really worried on time. But if Ambassador touches a statue, we can finish with statue and print. But yeah, no, I mean, nothing crazy here. I mean, you see a lot of other people getting some progress, so you typically want to go and grab some progress of your own. Um, I'm not sure what the sniper could have shark-wise, but, you know, you could always find something, I'm sure. That maybe, oh, the sniper is going to shoot for this. So there's 5 people out yet again. I would love a BB specifically around 1 minute and 30 seconds because I think that's the most opportune moment. But or now, okay, yeah, green BB, only 3 people out. Just Buns, Duke, and Disney, and they all don't really have any progress as far as I'm concerned. So I'm probably one of like 5 or 6 highlights if Hyper's highlighting for statues. There's a briefcase open. Ambassador's going to get moved here. So we're going to wait to see where Ambassador goes, and then we're going to make our game plan here. So he goes to blue books. So here's my plan. I'm going to go over to the back set of statues. General is also finishing inspects. So I don't think I'm going to die for this. We're also going to watch the laser, because if the laser isn't watching me, I'm just going to go for a swap, I think. Otherwise, we could just go to blue books and finish up on Prince. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to do, because I don't want to get any more suspicion. You see, he's looking right now. And now we just have a free opportunity at a mission win here. So we're going to go to the blue bookcase here. Minute left. Isn't a crazy obvious finish? If he's on top of Prince, he could find the shot. I'm hoping it's not a difficult, but it's not a difficult. So it should just be a mission win. The laser doesn't give any indication. And the reason why this play works so well is because we're kind of blending it with General here. And yeah, that's just going to be a really clean spy one here. And Ambassador barely left any prints, but we were able to capitalize on the few that he did leave. So kind of a nicely paced game. It was not an easy game to snipe. There's a lot of activity, but interesting enough, General was actually a low light. So I wonder when he got low lit. Okay, so when he went to the back statue set, he was already a low light. I'm pretty sure. Let me just double check on that though. Yeah, he was. So, I mean, unlucky that he was a low light. So we could have easily died there had Hyper had the Prince, but luckily, I think Hyper just wasn't on top of the Prince. Okay, so Dove, Hydra, Highlight Ambassador, watch for Chaos bugs. Very obvious gameplay here. Rocker has first reject, or well, I guess delegate. Sorry, it goes to a statue. Try out a new memory technique here. So I'm not going to highlight for statues. It's kind of half practice. It's more so practice on sniper and then just normal spy play is what I'm trying to do this set. Okay, I think Taft just bumps Ambassador. C could have a bug, so I'm going to highlight him. My new highlights are going to kind of be mainly for progress here. Okay, so Rocker Kane. Rocker actually also has the first print. So we have microphone, we have plane. Okay, no bug from Rocker there, luckily. Okay, Teal goes to a statue. Don't see any slide there. Okay, sorry, reject. Quite a lot of activity going on right now. Sorry goes to a statue. And sorry is, completing statues, so we're going to highlight it. If Teal bugged, that's a disgusting bug that, like, I can't really shoot. Okay, Disney. Is that a statue now? I'm pretty sure, Bling Twin, this is a print. Okay, I like that path a lot from Redress, and there was a bump by Bund. Teal goes to a statue. I think Teal might have had statues. I might be misremembering it, but I'm just going to highlight it just in case. We have Alice, and we also have White Dress, so that's a chef hat. So other delegates probably expired, so just a chef hat. The path isn't the best looking from Alice, so if C goes to the bar, I'll be a little sus of that. And now both Inspector finishers are at the bar, so they're going to be people to watch. Duke's been a little active, so behaviorally Duke's a little on my radar here. But the key moment of the game is probably going to be coming soon. So we have Twitch, Chef Hat, and Duke and Rocker. I don't unfortunately remember the mnemonic for it, but so it's really just Duke and Rocker. Okay, good looking redirect. Well, I guess good enough looking redirect. Could be expecting a timeout here. Okay, Sorry goes next to Alice. Alice could be trying to cheese the briefcase, which she did. So the spy's Alice. She cheesed the briefcase. Not that I don't even think Alice even has another print, but I guess I haven't been really on top of prints this game, so could have some sort of like a crazy bug. But yeah, so obviously trying to do something funny with prints. Obviously gonna go to the bar here, or at least I thought we were gonna go to the bar. I'm kind of curious to see what we're going to try next, so I want to see what Hypxr actually has in mind, even though I know that the spy is Alice. I'm very curious to see what he has in mind here. So I don't know if I missed a bug or something. Okay, maybe, okay, not flirting with Duke. I don't think we're going to straight up take the list here, but I mean, obviously I'm going to shoot, because I don't know what else. Okay, very quick redirect. And then this is going to be a delegate into a BB. Yeah, there's no reason to shoot at the moment. You have to send now. Okay, Sorry's leaving. Okay, so we delegate to Teal. We're gonna... Okay. Yeah, so I didn't have the first print. Where was it? Was it another cheese or... Ah, okay, it was a difficult print off of bar. Yeah, that's a good print. Yeah, I did not have that at all. The cheese I think was a little bit too obvious. The delegate was obvious at the end, obviously, after we already know who the spy is, but yeah. Not a bad game. I think had we had the flirts, that's a pretty decent finishing plan. But unfortunately just don't have the flirts there. All right, balcony. Balcony's pretty simple. My game plans are either mainly just go for like a really early funny bug because I hate this venue, or yeah, exactly, and that's what Hypxr said too. It was a little slow. If we had flirts, it would have looked good, but yeah, I think just a little slow. Pacing wise, you're behind. But or you could just play a nice, easy, wholesome game. Um, we're gonna go right next to red dress here. We're not gonna talk instantly. We're gonna wait till everybody else settles, maybe until after they talk. That way we're not really that suspicious. We might be forced to talk though, but Blink Twin double talks, and Blink Twin really isn't that spy-like for that. Or yeah, he's not very spy-like for that. Okay, it's my turn to talk after. I can't go for a bug here. Red dress just left me. Already, I could also kind of envision like sort of like a timing out game, or that is just death. I'm just very dead here. So we're gonna BB and bug just in case, and then we're gonna try and walk around the ambassador. Yeah. So the reason I want to do that there, as soon as I finished my drink, I wanted to Twitch bug, but I think Ambassador left just too, like, just a little bit too soon for me to do that, and so I just, die for it. But I think the plan makes a lot of sense if it actually is executed well, because it ended up just being a standing bug, and then the Ambassador also left, so I kind of messed it up. Even if we're staring at that bug, maybe it gets by after I, do a talking animation after. It's worth an attempt. Yeah, I mean, you can just tell by the laser, like, I'm so dead there. And we BB and maybe try to dance around the ambassador, but, like, it's not gonna work. All right. Okay, Irish takes a little lap. Okay, that's not very spy-like from Irish. Queen with the first talk also isn't spy-like. Maybe Sorry and Irish have a little bit of flirt progress. Okay, Sorry chooses not to stay, or chooses to stay on the window pad. Okay, I'm gonna low light Blink Twin because I just think that Blink Twin. I mean, if you're the spy, you're just gonna open to the. You're just walking to the open path, right? Briefcase thing was okay by Disney, wasn't the best. We're gonna watch Bug here. Okay, Sorry finally could be in here for her first flirt, but if her ST is Irish, she's not anywhere close to really finishing. Queen AI like or not an AI path. It looked like a spy path, but spy like path. Take a drink. Still no BB because Duke's not in. Duke could be the double agent. I mean, you're never taking a BB here with 4 people, right? I don't know. Sorry just isn't really. Sorry just doesn't really have missions at the moment. I mean, you aren't gonna really watch check that fast if you're the spy and you're trying to flirt. So I don't know. Disney doesn't really seem like the spy to me, but I could be wrong. Yeah, balcony's just annoying. Okay, there's 2 talkers right here. Okay, so it can't be you. I don't think it's you. Irish feels the most spy-like to me, although it could be Queen. I think it's Queen or the spy's holding. So yeah, it's Irish. It looks like a white BB, but I think Queen. I think probably has flirt progress there that I have to shoot. Unfortunately, Irish doesn't. I didn't think Irish was really like anywhere near. Uh, Irish wasn't anywhere near mission progress there without like like obviously like a green flirt because she only had something with Sorry, but she was far away from her in conversation, so unfortunately wasn't really able to work out that well. Okay, so we got ballroom here. Yeah, so true. I hate balcony. So like blah to play. You never know who the spy is. But anyway, yeah. So we're gonna play basically normal here again. I don't want to like have this video just be me doing chaos missions every single time unless it actually makes sense. So here again, yeah, you want to look at the party and see what they're doing. There's a couple people moving. Ambassador's completely safe. You can't really do anything. Here would be a nice idea to go into the double agent conversation. So we're gonna see where Smallman goes. It looks like he's just gonna go window pads. We're just gonna take a reject here. Get the sniper something a little bit to watch. If there's 2 more rejects, maybe I'll request again, but there's not. So we're kind of just chilling for the time being. Nothing really much to accomplish here. We need to wait for a little bit more sus. Okay, so the print on the third statue, either Alice or Rocker's probably gonna grab the green print, or the bookcase print, or the briefcase. But now Ambat just goes back to uh, the briefcase or the bookcase. Sorry, I can't speak. Okay. So yeah, so I'm just gonna take a flirt here. I really can't be being. I mean, I can't even be a suspect at all, really. There's only 2 people that have even gone to inspects. Sorry, you could just simply watch for microfilm here. We need people to go to fingerprints and do something. So we're gonna play a little Rob-esque, I think, for the time being. Yeah, now we get a blue bookcase. Salmon takes the first print. Nothing crazy. If you wanted to be spicy, you could throw in a random. I want to see if Sorry double cycles this. Okay, she doesn't. This just makes my job so much harder. But we do have a good contact here. Unfortunately, though, Salmon isn't going to be in. So we'll let Sorry take this print. Okay, this is such a bad party. No one's really doing anything. There's not really much progress to be had. So maybe if Salmon We're just gonna BB. No one can really die for this. Sorry, it just isn't spy-like at all. So really, the main plan here is just gonna be Purloin and Bug, and then just pray. Smallman rejects. No one else really has that much progress. Okay, I have an idea for a Bug here, and we're gonna try it. If San okay, if C okay, but of course he rejects. Okay, but no, Red Dress just gets shot, and I think she got shot for a print. No, she got shot for center. So maybe credited with something else. Oh, pathing? Okay, let's check her path here. Yeah, she had a bump, so Red just could have been a low light there. So what my plan? So I didn't get to do it, but I was gonna wrong arm and then stand in this spot in the conversation, and then after Seek requested, I was gonna request a drink from Toby, and then Purloin, and hopefully just do a nice little bug there, and maybe not die, but because that's about like the best you can do for like a mission win here. Yeah, so understandable shot if you don't see the bump, but yeah, if you see the bump, Regis is just a low light, and then I probably die from a Purloin and a bug just like 20 seconds later, but yeah, another nice spy game, and I think the plan would have been pretty nice there at the end. Had Hyper not Civ shot there, I probably could have maybe gotten away with it, but I think Hyper's good enough. He would have found the shot. So he found that bug. He probably would have found this one. Dude has like a sixth sense for these bugs, but I mean sometimes it comes back to bite him. So all right, statue wise, we have BHH and then Scream. We're only gonna highlight center in center inspects for statues. Okay, Ambassador still has bookcase. Teal could microfilm, but she probably isn't going to because Ambassador's over there. Okay, now she definitely isn't going to. General reject. Twin could have a micro. Normal stuff. Kane general. No bug. Okay, yeah, Salmon actually with a prince. And yeah, here you're just really memorizing stuff. I mean, nothing crazy. You don't need to climb Mount Everest. Just, take in information until something seems sus to you. Okay, so Blink Salmon. Blink Salmon, Disney rejects. Take the lowlights for the people out of conversation. There's no Purloin there. Right off the bat, I don't think Kane's very spy-like to me at the moment. Right next to the Ambassador with a drink this like all this time. Okay, white dress. Okay, white dress 2 cycles here, so white dress does have inspects. I don't think there's a print of the green bookcase. I also am missing a drink print somewhere, so I'll have to credit that annoyingly enough. Okay, plain twin. Bouncing from Disney doesn't look too great. General cuts off white dress. Disney could have a bug, by the way. Okay, Alice doesn't have inspects yet. Both of the people with prints, potential prints, are out at the moment. Teal reject. Now you want to memorize rejects. Okay, teal white dress. White dress rejects here. Okay, white dress could be a potential frame. Kane, the most unspy-like person in the party, I don't think is going to. Even if he rejects, I don't think it's him. So white dress or teal, most likely. Oh, wow, if that was a bug. Wow, teal and white dress could have just bugged there. That's insanely gross, actually. I don't think it's general though. I don't think it's Disney either. Yeah, Perlin goes. Teal or it's either teal or white dress. I just gotta shoot white dress. Yeah, white dress is just shot because she has center inspects. That's really nothing it. I did credit this bug though behind Ambassador. I credit that this could have been an opportunity. I was watching white dress though, before I was watching teal, so unfortunately I didn't get to see teal's path. But I think the teal shot makes a lot more sense after that first path. And also I don't know. White dress just seems so spy-like to me. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, kind of a hard game to snipe there for me. Well played by Hyper though. I think going for that bug was critical because I don't think if you go for that bug at that moment, I think that you end up kind of I think you end up maybe playing a little bit of hope spy party there at the end where like you need party luck. So, when White Dress moves and I think assuming that Hyper saw the reject, I think it makes sense. Okay, we're going to time out here because we spawn right here and Ambassador's on the other side of the venue. Now we're just going to walk away. If we get caught, we get caught, but um sometimes you just got to take these really nice ones. Could have been highlight there. We're just going to talk. I mean, we're going to play a game normally. I mean, we're not going to play as if we're a little bit suspicious. So taking in one of the prints, the second statue has a print on it. So if Ambassador ever takes a drink, could go for that one. Kane goes for a really early print. Okay, Ambassador actually has now two we're going to fake. There's a lot of people in conversation, so you want to fake. Hopefully, yeah, Duke does get a either low light or highlight. Kane goes for a print. There's a reject from Duke. I'm inclined to kind of reject this. And yeah, so I hit a white, unfortunately. Although wait, Duke is low lit. What am I doing? Duke is low lit, so I'm either very, very dead here. I think my only chance right now is I think maybe finishing with like Prince statues or finding some sort of like sneaky print. I don't know. I'm probably just dead in the water here though. Although Sorry helps me out a little bit though and goes to statue. That picks up a print. I think I'm actually gonna go to the first statue here. I might just die. Although, okay, but he takes my place. So we have to go over here, this conversation. I don't know if that's a low light. I don't know. I'm probably just dead here, but at least I have a little bit of extra time to play here. You have kind of two options at this point. Um, okay, we're gonna gulp this drink. Okay, we're gonna gulp this drink here, and then we're gonna request it. Hopefully, oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna take this drink. Okay, we're gonna take this drink here. Oh my gosh, I did not mean to bug. I'm dead. I'm so dead. I meant to take the print off the drink. I mean, surely I'm just dead here, right? I mean, there's no universe that I survived that in. Right? I mean, surely. I mean, Ambassador is being watched. Oh my god, really? Yeah, so I knew Text took it after me. Yeah, the timing made a lot of sense for the pro lane. Unfortunately, though, I think I took it at like a little bit of a bad time because I don't think Duke was a low light. I could just double check, but uh, Duke should have been a low lit. Oh, Duke wasn't low lit, so that actually works out really well. So yeah, so Duke Pro is probably in for this chain. So I probably don't even look at all suspicious here, which is good. So the timing was fine. I think the bug was an accident. I mean, I didn't even mean to bug there. I meant to take the fingerprint off the drink, but I got action prioritied. Okay, that's a bug. That's just crazy. Okay, Scream Nest. Alice rejects and goes to statues. Ambassador with a print. Yeah, I was gonna say probably not a Perlin from Alice. It would just be too obvious. Tex. Yeah, I mean, not like a crazy looking path from Duke. I don't really like it a lot, but okay, Rocker and Buns. Okay, Buns walks away. No one's being offered. Check the other side for like a cheese. No cheese. Tex doesn't take a bug. Yeah, so pretty standard watching courtyard here. Nothing crazy is going to go on. Probably for another minute or so. Ambassador takes the same statue, by the way. Okay, Salmon. Okay, General, who's a low light. Rocker reject. Okay, Duke. Rocker Duke. Duke's a little spy-like to me, but... Okay, nothing. Okay. Blink Twin goes to a statue. Rocker looks like she's getting offered to, maybe. Goes for that statue, though. Maybe could be swapping here. We're gonna watch it instead of the list fade. Okay, doesn't, though. Okay, that could have been that could easily have been a kind of cheese from Blink Twin. Okay, Okay, Rocker goes to that printable statue, I think. Rocker is like my number one sus at the current moment. Oh, I thought it was Buns. Wait. Yeah, clearly I did not see that right. I thought it was Buns that just did that cough. Yeah, okay, I kind of hinted that, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, Rocker I hated, but like, then I hear a red cough and I'm just like, well, it's not Rocker, because I see that she didn't do it. Oh, man. Alright, so gallery now. Gallery's pretty simple. You kind of have like a couple options. Normally you have a lot of opportunities for a nice bug, so I like to do that, or like even prints, but, um, okay, we don't spawn next to ST. Ambassador can't be bugged, because he's gonna go to blue book. Okay, but maybe, no. He's too safe, I think. And yeah, we can kind of just go behind our ST here. If Ambassador takes a drink here, we can request, but he does not take a drink, unfortunately. There's not really much to do. I haven't microfilmed in a little bit, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go take a green book out and just direct microfilm it at the end or something. So let's see what happens. We're just gonna take this book out. It's gonna be completely innocent. Print on the second statue, or yeah, the second statue. Okay, let's take this book out. Nothing crazy. I could bug here. Oh, yeah, I can't. I'm never bugging here. Okay, one cycle. Just really, behave ourselves here. Okay, I'm never getting in this conversation. I could probably time out here, maybe. Is the ambassador in a buggable spot? Not really. But I'm just gonna send it. I'm just gonna send it, I think. There's a lot of activity and walking going on around there. So I think sending it is a good idea. Just gonna go walk into this conversation. Very spy-like. However, I don't think he's really watching the front of the venue, so we get away with that timeout, I think. A lot of people walking around the ambassador at the moment. And now that I have this timeout, this book is very, very powerful. So if I dump it around like 150, I have so much time to do other missions. Like I could swap into a Purloin, I could just BB and keep it simple. Bug is always on the table. But the most important thing in this position is not to BB, because if you knock out people he has to watch, this book being tracked. I mean, this book is going to be hard to track, right? And especially if we put it into the blue bookcase at a time where there's a lot of activity, I would guarantee you that he's not shooting for it. So we can just flirt leave here. He shouldn't really be watching the front of the venue, really. We aren't going to. We're going to see where Ambassador goes, actually, before we just dump this book. Okay. Ambassador is completely safe, so unfortunately, can't really do much there. I need Ambassador to be in a little bit of danger, so the max I'm willing to wait is a minute 30, or I guess until Teal leaves. I kind of need Teal to leave here. Ambassador's moving. If Teal leaves right about now, that'd be very helpful. Okay, we're running out of time here, so now... But there's so much activity happening, and Ambassador's just going to another just safe place. So we have no choice. We're just going to return this to blue. If we get shot, we get shot. Hyper is just on top of it, but not it's not easy to snipe this, I think. I mean, this book has been cooked for like 3 minutes, and I haven't done anything to give myself any extra behavioral sus, so um, could easily be found, I think, but isn't going to be obvious. If we get another reject here, I could purloin. So we're gonna see what they do. Okay, that's another reject. We could also bug here. That's a bug, and we'll purloin. Okay, but it's seen. That's so sad. That's a nice game plan, though. If that bug isn't seen, then, it's a 1 in 3 and this microfilm is completely clean. So, yeah, that bug just completely saves him. I'm actually highlight from the microfilm, I think, but it's only a credit. So, but yeah, very nicely sniped game. Misses the microfilm, but I think that's really all he missed, besides like that in the time ad. But, played from behind really well, highlight the microphone because he wasn't sure. I felt the highlight a little bit, I think subconsciously, but a bug is too juicy there not to take, and I think if we weren't highlight, I don't think that bug is really, very easily able to be seen. Okay, so Nest and Nunu, but also that's not a very easy shot, and also yeah, that was going to be a really crazy game if that bug isn't seen, because I don't think I'm dying for that purloin if I'm not credited for the microfilm. I think. All right, we're not going to highlight statues. I got to remember that I'm trying something new. Just highlighting for mission completion. Okay, bling reject. Duke's flirting with general. So, okay, bling gets offer 2 again, interestingly enough. Okay, that could have been a bug from Irish, by the way. Pretty sure Irish also started out with blue bookcase. Pretty sure. Slide from rocker, we could low light it. Okay, so Blink Twin did not microfilm. So Blink Twin doesn't really seem that sus to me. Okay, nice couple of low lights there. All right. Just watching the party here. Okay, Alice reject. Alice bling. White dress. Duke. Okay. Okay, why does Duke go there? Because Ambassador stopped at that conversation, but Duke did not. So either characters have different models, or... Yeah, okay, but Irish is just a spy here. I mean, come on, that's a blue microfilm into a bug. We're gonna watch Irish here, but we're not gonna make it obvious. I mean, Irish is just so very obviously the spy. I mean, it's either Irish or Duke, in my opinion. Duke should have stopped there, but he didn't. So it's a little weird to me. Teal. Hmm. Wheels should slide. Yep, there it is. I mean, I just think it's Irish, to be honest. If I hear a BB, I'm shooting Irish. There's so many people out of conversation. I have a lot of lowlights already. And I'm pretty sure she did microfilm and bug. Okay. But Duke, on the other hand, though. No, but, like, Irish already has bug, so, like... Okay, white dress, bump. Maybe it actually is Duke. I wouldn't have thought it was Duke, but maybe it actually is. There's a drink take, I think. Kane doesn't have inspects, I'm pretty sure. This is a really wonky game, but I think it's Duke. Yeah, Duke is finishing inspects here. I think I'm going to shoot Duke. And that shot is really mainly for that convo stop at the front. Hold on. Where is it at? Yeah, the general flirt I thought was really... Oh, it wasn't even a flirt with general. Yeah, so obviously the main reason for the shot, I mean, yeah, Duke is finishing inspects there, so like, yeah, we're gonna shoot him. But mainly it's just because Ambassador stopped at that conversation, however, Duke did not, and so therefore, we shoot Duke there. So yeah. Yeah, maybe I don't know. It was a little weird. I mean, because I don't know for certain. Because I think I have seen a case. I have seen a case where like actually like someone like an AI like disagreed with another AI and went and pathed there. So like I don't know. I mean, yeah, if you're in that situation, I guess you just path the windows, right? I mean, like if you path anywhere else besides Windows, there it's a little like Monka S, but I mean, I don't know. It's a hard game anyway. I mean, like not a lot of activity going on. Okay, we're just gonna go start in a really non-spy like spot. So starting out with a drink here. I always hate to start with a drink on high rise. So we're just gonna talk. We're not gonna do anything crazy. Buns goes to the bookcase. We need to start flirting with Buns here. If we don't flirt with Buns here, things are gonna get very bad. Fingerprints are off. This is already looking like a very annoying game to play out. Could have been a reverse drive-by bug by Buns though. So Buns might be a potential flirt option. In fact, just so that she doesn't take this briefcase, I think I'm gonna take it. That way we see a little bit of activity from Buns. And maybe I can get a bug in the process here, you never know. Okay, nice stop. Could bug here. And we're gonna go to a really innocent looking statue. And I think this game I'm just gonna time out and test him to hold because I don't think I'm at all suspicious here. You know, that highlight doesn't really mean anything. Buns looks like she's flirting. Buns is like really who I'm trying to frame here, I'm not gonna lie. Buns is looking so sus. I hope that she didn't like slide or something stupid. Because if she did, then I'm completely home free with this. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go back to convo here. Okay, now we need Buns in for a real BB. So this is kind of our last chance to get Buns shot. If Buns lands in conversation, we could probably get her shot, assuming that she actually has a bug credit. So if she goes to this conversation, and she goes right here, so we're kind of starting our progress a little late, but I think I'm gonna BB here. Hopefully it's not a fake. If it's a fake, we're kind of screwed. Buns talking. But Buns isn't convincing enough. Yeah, we're not getting a civ shot this game, unfortunately. Okay, this is my last chance. Buns needs to die here, else we're screwed. Buns leaves. Yeah, this is GG. I'm not getting shot. I'm not getting him. I'm not getting Buns shot here, unfortunately. Okay, we're at the time match. She's watching. She's watching Ambassador here. Okay. Hopefully, if I'm not seen, then I'm not dead immediately, right? Okay, I have a plan here. We're gonna finish inspects and we're gonna green swap, I think. Oh my god, Buns is literally. Wait a minute, I could swap for Buns. It looks like she's finishing. Buns. Yes. Okay, my plan worked. Okay, so my plan here was that whenever overtime happens, the overtime beeps. So we're into 0 seconds, right? We're into 0 seconds, and We're into 0 seconds here. So whenever the spy finishes their last mission after a green timeout and the clock is hanging, the sniper hears the mission completion beeps. And since Buns is doing center inspects, and I feel like Buns is not there is in no way a low light. Me swapping here when I'm not being looked at makes it look like that Buns is finishing. So it triggers a civ shot here, which was my plan and actually ended up working out, which I'm very happy about. That's a pretty cool plan. So uh, Hyper probably doesn't think that that's the case at all, but I'm pretty happy about that one. All right, and now time to lose to a bug on freaking high rise. Okay, but no bug. Okay, cool. You love to see it. Okay, well never mind. Sorry, could have bugged. Okay. Sorry goes over there. Okay. Uh, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even memorize statues. So like, General could have just white swapped there, and he would be completely fine. Okay, interesting long wait from Sorry there. Just a little bit. I want to watch Sorry's path, but I can't really. Okay, goes to blue. Nothing weird there. Okay, twin into rocker. Okay, nothing. I'm going to low light Sorry here, honestly, just because behaviorally she doesn't seem like the spy to me. Meaning the spy still needs to do some progress, so got to be on the lookout this next like minute or so. Yeah, there it is. I think Teal might be the spy, if I had to assume. This could be like a stupid little swap, though. I don't know. And by stupid, I mean like annoying. Like it'd be annoying 50-50 if I didn't see it. Okay, wheels. So no bugs yet. Wheels reject. Yeah, this is the most important time to start watching rejects here. But if there is multiple rejects, I will have to shoot whoever is most likely, which I don't know. I, of course, can't see the fade because high-res moment. Could be a green swap here. Sorry, getting offer. We're going to watch this swap, I think. We're going to watch 4 swap, rather. Okay, no swap. But that means Teal took a drink. Okay, no swap from Salmon. We still need a mission. I don't have any missions from anybody at the current moment. Wheels, last to leave. Okay, so yet again, you want to start watching rejects really hard here. Rocker. Okay, Toby actually can't even request anybody or offer to anybody. Offers to red dress, which is perfect. So I'm hoping that this list goes, because then I'll know it's Rocker. List goes. You're gonna have to watch Taft here. Taft, yeah, Smallman, sorry. I didn't think it was sorry. I don't have a bug here. I don't have anything. So Wheels, Rocker. Rocker gets offered to again. Rocker is really spy-like to me at the current moment. Okay, but it doesn't go. Tex. Okay, nothing. Okay, no swap. Okay, that's a bug from Wheels. Yeah, bug from Wheels there. We predicted the entire game that Spy had no progress, has to do something. So at the end there, you're really only watching bug and maybe a green swap from Tex, but didn't end up coming. And so yeah, nice easy shot there. Okay, library is going to be a little difficult because Hyper is guaranteed going to probably snipe me here because it's 5 of 8 library, and library is really easy to snipe if you're pretty good at the game. So probably not going to get away with something unless I get lucky. And it's going away from the ambassador here. So we're going to time add, I think. Time add. Insta talk, it doesn't matter. I'm not dying for an insta talk. Which twin is that? Okay, plain twin. First statue has a print. There's 2 center inspectors already, by the way. So I'm actually really inclined to take this briefcase here as soon as it's available, because there's already a lot of mission progress. In fact, I'm going to Purloin here. There's so much progress, and Ambassador's going to be walking by soon that there's going to be so much progress. And I'm going to be in the background for Ambassador. We're just going to take this briefcase because the laser's off screen now. And my hope is that Tex rejects, which of course he doesn't. Could even send in a BB here. There we go. Drop the briefcase. There's been a bug. Okay, we're gonna make this a rush game. Hyper is just kind of in disarray at the moment. If I hit the screen for it with text, I can just immediately go into statues here, and there is still enough activity that I could still end up sorry, that I could still end up making something happen here. Okay, laser's not looking at us. We can just go ahead and take the statue print. We can maybe swap here, and I think I'm going to. And hopefully Hyper just isn't watching it. And of course he watches it as soon as I put it above my head. And I am now dead. But it was a nice little game. I mean, yeah, he had the Purloin narrowed down, so I mean, it is what it is. Probably a little bit too aggressive there with the BB, with the flirts and all that other stuff. So, um, I also just realized that my desktop doesn't have audio, so this game's been silent the entire time. So you can't even hear when there's a red flirt or a red cough BB. Uh, that is really annoying and really unfortunate. I didn't even realize I didn't even realize it was muted. That's actually really annoying. I'll fix it. I'll fix it after this game. Oops. I don't even know why. I normally just leave it on the same settings just to avoid this very thing, but oh well. Rocker could have bugged. I'm sure there could have been a million bugs at the beginning. Now that I wasn't watching that, but we're gonna still try my best to snipe. Okay. I don't understand that move from Rocker. Still no time ad, even though you would have thought there would be a little light Duke for the pillar. Red dress pillar kind of ugly there. Okay, nice redirect. Irish. Smallman's watch checked twice, and then has a nice redirect, so it's probably not Smallman, so I'm gonna low light him. Hopefully not at my detriment. Oh man. Okay, Alice takes a drink. Looks spy-like to me. I don't know if you can move with the drink after the case, but that looks like a pretty good pillar bounce. Okay, Blink Twin was offered to for a long time. Also could have been a bug from Red Dress there, so I'm gonna have to highlight it. Could be a Purloin. Yeah, that was a really long time from Red Dress. That might actually just be a Purloin. We could highlight Seek for his center inspect. Okay, no Purloin there from Red Dress, but let's see if she does the pillar bounce. Yet again, not perfect. I didn't like it earlier either. Okay, we go to center now. Okay, Seek has inspects, could maybe be covering a swap or something. I don't know. Okay, no swap from Red Dress yet. Queen reject. Don't forget to watch other things. Queen Cane. Okay, still BHH. Teal maybe could have like did a microfilm cheese there, so I'll highlight it. Looked fine. Okay, red dress looks really good. Oh, and actually I've just missed a purloin. Oh man. I don't know if it was still the same one that was pending or not, but Queen Cane, and now Teal goes to center. This is looking very disgusting. I don't think it's Rocker though. I don't think it's Seek as well, by the way. This could be a swap and I could lose. No, okay, but it's not. Alright. It's all good. No, but Teal's just my top sus here, right? Like, but I don't. When would she have even hit a Purloin? I don't even know. She could have cheesed it, maybe? Irish has a lot of activity. But that looked like a slide, though. Oh my gosh, I'm completely lost on this game, but hopefully Hyper does something obvious, and then I, don't get punished. That, okay, that looked like a bump. Okay, if we had, I mean, we wouldn't go back to green bookcase if we had microfilm, right? Which was my main sus. Rocker still hasn't moved, so it's not Rocker. Buns could have a blue. Buns could also. I mean, it could also just be Kane, right? Like Kane's over there. Kane doesn't have any other missions though, is the thing. Yeah, Buns can never microfilm here. Okay, now you want to watch BB conversations. There's only one double agent currently in, so the spies either need to time ad or do a desperate mission. To me, is that a swap from Irish? I can't even tell. It doesn't look like it. No, okay, but is it teal? I have to shoot teal. I'm sorry. Okay, it actually is just Kane. I shot teal because I wasn't sure. I just don't know. I guess the microfilm stuff still isn't really that sus though. Yeah, I mean, teal obviously doesn't have microfilm. Yeah, I had this. I at least had. I didn't have microfilm at all, by the way. So BB into swap, I'm guessing. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure about the purloin. Should have been watching it better, and we just drop it, unfortunately. Uh, yeah, I mean, I guess I could have watched Kane a little bit harder there at the end. It's annoying that the DA went in the conversation right at the end, because I even said to watch the DA conversations, but I was watching for a swap on the right side just in case. So a little annoying, but whatever. All right, so starting out blue bookcase here. There's other people. There's like a million people at bookcases here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna instantly green microfilm and just send it. Ambassador's gonna move, so he should be looking at that at least for a little bit here. So now the ambassador moves, we're just gonna send it. I don't care if I die for it. You gotta make some sort of risk. Okay, I'm not dead yet, so at least tells me that this is either clean or, I'm dead. Okay, very clean path in a convo there. I could still be dead for this microfilm at any given point. We're just gonna talk. It doesn't matter. Could leave conversation now. Ambassador leaves a printed green, so that might actually be a really attractive possibility. We could pick up this green print, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. Unless Wheels takes my spot, which he does not. So we're gonna go to the very back, and we're gonna take this print. And obviously, I didn't bug there, so he can't credit me for that. I don't think. Shouldn't be really watching me here. There's no reason to be watching me here because I'm reading a book. Okay, so this microfilm I'm assuming is pretty clean. So this could be a silent game, assuming that I get another nice easy print, and then I could also delegate. Okay, instantly in the conversation here. I don't want to talk too fast because I did feel like I picked up a little bit of heat for that bookcase entry. So we're gonna talk. We're gonna wait a little bit and then we're gonna talk. Need ambassador to drop another print somewhere is the only issue. So I'm gonna go to Windows here in case he puts down this briefcase, which he does. Lucky me. There's no one to even contest me for this either. So we're just gonna go for it. All right. So yet again, two missions done. Finish flirt and then contact. If I die, I die. But assuming Hyper was watching that bug really well, I shouldn't be dead just for the bug. Yeah, and Smallman goes to statues. So if Smallman goes to a conversation circle next, I won't be scared. But if he doesn't, then I will be a little scared. So I'm gonna go join up with the DA if he joins conversation, which it looks like he does. Okay, but never mind. He's going to a window. That's annoying. So right now we're waiting for Smallman, waiting for the DA. Where is Smallman going? Okay, we need to go to that conversation instantly, so we don't risk just dying for absolutely nothing, or that we don't time out for nothing. We're gonna instantly talk here. I don't want to lose because I didn't get a flirt. So now, the luck's out of the way. Now we just need DA to land. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go pick up a delegate. Okay, pick up this delegate here. So now if the double agent does not land in conversation, I'm gonna fire off this delegate, and I think we're good. Although I need to delegate like instantly though because yeah, this bar is really full, so I need to delegate instantly. Okay, Disney should take before uh thing. Unfortunately, there's going to be overtime beeps, which is really annoying, but going to finish our drink here. Okay. I was very, very scared there, but yeah, that's a lot of that was a hard game to snipe. I saw some of the activity. I was like, man. But yeah, nice easy game there for us. So many party goers doing stuff. I think our microfilm plan worked out really well. Once that was clean, the briefcase is like our most aggressive venture, but even then, that's even not really that aggressive. And then this delegate, there's already a lot of activity. There's no BB, so free delegate. And yeah, he said it's a very active party, which I kind of felt like there was a lot of opportunities in that party, even though I don't think I said it. But yeah, pretty chill spy game there. Nothing crazy. I don't think we did that game. I mean, it was just kind of like a standard like I'm gonna do this, and if I die, I die. Yeah, but DA did end up coming to me at the end anyway, so even then I got lucky with that. So that was just a blessed party. That was just a very nice looking party for us. All right. All right. But anyway, going to our own modern game. Okay. Scream, Scream, and Nest. Okay, no bug from General. Okay, so Turkey and Plain. So Turkey with the cracker. Okay, Irish buns. Okay. Okay, so actually Stitch and Turkey. So maybe Stitch eating a turkey. Okay, Rocker, probably not the spy, but we'll leave her out. I think Irish and Buns were at the back right, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, very nice stop from White Dress. I don't know if that was a reject or a delegate from Alice, but normally people don't reject and then go to like a bookcase if they did their delegate cheese. Normally. Well, I have been watching Prince a little bit, I won't lie, but so we'll credit Seek. Okay, Irish bumps. Does another bump. Okay, Smallman. Smallman just doesn't seem that sus to me. Okay, Seek. Delegates can kind of reset, so just Seek at the moment. And maybe Alice, but probably just Seek. Seek Rocker, Sunflower. Nice looking path from Seek.
Banana bread.
Okay, BB. I mean, that's 4 little lights outside that I already see. No delegates, so we don't have to worry about that. So most likely this is real BB, and Smallman and Wheels can just be low lit. So, yeah, Smallman and Wheels aren't sus to me. Uh, The person who goes to the green bookcase next will be sus to me because they'll be not finishing prints, but like most likely getting a nice print. Okay, looked like a slide from Wheels there, but yeah, again, I don't think Wheels is a spy. He doesn't have real BB. One of the only people that doesn't have real BB. Keep in mind though, Alice could have delegated and it could have ran out, so could always be Alice maybe with that BB distract. Look, good looking path from General there. Irish goes to green. Okay, General doesn't slide though. Teal takes a blue book out. We're gonna watch her path here, depending on the path. Okay, yeah, Teal's path looks really, really good. Disney, it doesn't have a statue, I'm pretty sure. Teal can probably just be low lit. She was one of my susses, but she isn't anymore. Okay, yet again, I mean, Wheels going back to their bookcase. I already credited him for microfilm, even if he has prints here, but I don't think he did. Okay, yeah, I guess there's a difficult print there, but I don't think it's him. Watching Bug. Okay, sorry, Disney. Two people with partial inspects. Okay, well, that's just a missed pad from General. We could just shoot that. Had a Bug. Probably missed it. Where was it? Oh, it was that bar, and I missed it. So if I thought that bug happened, I could have highlighted it, but I just didn't think it happened. So yeah, this was going to be General's second inspects. I was about to highlight for inspects, and then I saw that he missed a pad. So lucky me. Yeah, as Hyper said, it was a throw. I was not on top of that game at all, and Hyper could have just easily won with that inspect and flirt. But we got bailed out. So sometimes you just take those. Okay, pub. I hate pub, but anyway. We're going to cheese here and pray that he doesn't see it. If he does, oh well, we can get off this godforsaken venue. Okay, we're just gonna go to red dress here. We're not gonna play. We're not gonna be any fan. We're not gonna be fancy. We're just gonna go right to red dress. Or I guess sorry is our ST. So start flirting with sorry here. So Hyper should realize that if Hyper's not on top of this, then he should realize that this was a delegate cheese. So if I die, so if he's on this, I'm just dead anyway. But well, so let's see what the laser does. The laser looks a little confused, which tells me he's not on this. So the only thing that could get a shot here is a really bad BB, or if our ST just runs away from us a million times this set, or this game. So could fake for Disney as well, but I'm not a fan of that. Okay, yeah. So with this party, I mean, with this party, like I feel pretty comfortable just going to BB. Because most likely the longer the game goes on, he'll just shoot somebody who's doing statue inspects. I don't know what these lowlights are for, or if they even are lowlights, but if Star's going to go to that conversation, then I'm going to just go to it, and I don't really care. Okay, perfect. And I'm just going to contact here.
Banana bread.
Perfect, it's a green, so I should live through this. So I'm not going to talk just yet. I only need one more flirt, so he should just shoot this, but he's not going to because I don't think he knows. And we're going to talk. That's going to be mission win countdown. He'd have to shoot me now, but he's not on top of the cheese, so we get away with it. And nice, looks like a win. Yeah, so as soon as I see my SD go over here, I'm like, okay, I don't have to worry about being like, sus or anything. So yeah, so we got pretty lucky that he didn't see it, but sometimes you just got to make these high risk, high reward plays, and sometimes if you do, you get away with them, and you have a really nice, easy path to completion. However, um, he could have still find the shot if that was the only real BB, but there's so many people in there, so many people were just entering it. It was a green BB. Like, there's just no way that you're finding this shot unless you have the delegate, unless you're already sus at me. Like, there's nothing else that would make me sus. All right, time to hopefully show off some nice pathing lowlights this game. Scream, watching Bug. Okay, Disney, sorry. Only one person starts out at statues. That looked like a really nice path and low lighting it. I didn't like your path. I liked Texas path. Plain Twins path was whatever. Okay, she didn't do the stutter step, but I guess that's not really that important. Fingerprint on Seek. However, that path looks really, really good. So I'll neutral item. Okay, Buns, General. We're gonna watch General for another bug here.
Banana bread.
Whoa. That is a very, very, very aggressive BB. That's such an aggressive BB that I'm just going to highlight the only people it could have been. I probably missed a bug if he's BBing that early. Or unless I missed like a Purloin or something. I don't know. Yeah, I missed a Purloin. I think Sorry went to the bar. Wheels could have went to the bar. I don't know. Would you really take that bad of a path? I don't know. It's probably just... Oh, no, it actually is Sorry. Okay. I probably should have just shot sorry there, but whatever. I was like, would you really take a path right there? I mean, what person would take a crazy path right next to the ambassador like that? But I guess the answer is Hypxr. So, yeah, top sus, but I don't know. It just didn't feel like the spy. I don't know. Okay, I don't want to play Irish. We're gonna play Seek, I think. Okay, but could find something funny to do at the beginning of Redwoods. I haven't really bugged a lot. Could swap cheese. I hope he didn't see that. That'd be embarrassing. We're gonna green swap this, I think. We're gonna go next to the ambassador here. Maybe bug him. I don't know. Okay, this shouldn't really be watched right now. So I'm hoping that this more so looks like a frame than it does like a. Okay, I have a plan for a crazy bug, and I don't think it's gonna work, but I think it has a chance to. Yeah, it didn't work, but it was worth a try. I wanted to see if like maybe he would like focus on Blink Twin a lot there, and then maybe I could get away with a like weird bug behind a tree or something. But yeah, obviously it doesn't work. If it did work though, I probably would have been fine. And I could have just easily won that game. But okay, yeah, he had the swap, so yeah, it didn't even matter. That's why I went for it anyway, because I was like, well, if he sees a swap and I do this, it doesn't matter anyway. But if he doesn't, then it's just a free game. So, or at least a nice attempt at a good game. All right, Redwoods. Let's try to actually win some sniper games here. All right, Puff. Okay, Puff, Puff, and Nunu. Wheels, watch check. Okay, no time slowdown though. I am gonna highlight statues, I think, on this venue just because they're annoying. Or maybe I'll highlight just people who go to statues. Okay, but blue's gonna be a hot spot for the spy because there's a bunch of prints. Okay, General goes to the statue here. Probably just gonna be a swap from Smallman. We try the swap tech, but unfortunately, yeah, I know of it. So, as soon as I see General go to that statue right after Smallman, and I see Smallman reject a drink at bar, I'm like, okay, it's probably just Smallman here. One day. Okay, so we're actually now in the home stretch. Only 3 more venues to go. The horror. All right, Tan. Tan, you could do so much crazy stuff. I haven't done like a cheese purloin in a long time, but of course I start out with a freaking drink. Why? It's fine. I'm gonna time out here, I think. There's so many of us at this window here. Okay, I'm gonna one cycle this center inspect. I hope he notices this. Okay, well now I'm not going to. Alright. We're just gonna chill this game. I'm not gonna do anything crazy, I think. I don't know who else is really sus here. That is embarrassing. I'm dead. Okay, wait. Am I not dead? Am I a low light? Oh my god, I might be low lit. Because okay, this so obviously this is such a bad purloin. Um if this is seen, I'm just dead, but since I'm not dead, that means it wasn't seen. So we're gonna try and walk a little bit slower so the ambassador maybe follows us, but he does not, unfortunately. So many statue inspectors right now, by the way. Okay, I'm gonna go back to center here, I think. Since I already was at center one time. And I just die anyway. Yeah, maybe the purloin's sus here. I mean, I don't know. There's a million different reasons why I could have got shot there. Nope. No micro. Yeah, yeah, million reasons I could have got shot here. I mean, I'm assuming it's not just for the microfilm, so, um, this game, I mean, this is more just so about, like, trying stuff. Yeah, more about trying stuff here because, you know, we get a white time ad, and there's a bunch of other people, so there's already a lot of chaos, and if he doesn't know for sure who's did the time ad, then it'll take up some of his attention, so could get away with some chaos, but, just shoots us for going to a second center inspect. Sorry, reject. Okay, sorry, buns. Highlight red dress. Okay, buns takes the first print. Okay, center inspect for wheels, so we'll highlight him. Smallman. Okay, so buns and Duke.
Banana bread.
Okay, I don't think it's wheels to be completely honest with you, but it still could be, I guess. This could be a red swap play. That feels bad. Okay. Well, either way, 50-50, but I think wheels only one cycled, so... But I think red dress did as well, which is also annoying. But yeah, 50-50 here. It's either wheels or red dress. If you want my honest opinion, I think it's red dress, but we'll see. I think the instant BB makes me think that it's actually not red dress, though. The instant BB feels so much something that, like, Hypxr would do. To be like, look, I'm not the spy. Unless I'm wrong and, like, Wheels actually did inspect twice, but I don't think he did. I could be wrong, though. I still need another mission from both of them, though. I think they both only did one cycle. Okay, list is still there, though, luckily. Hmm. Tough game. Oh, man. I mean, they both still need, I think, inspect, right? Um,
Banana bread.
yeah, okay, BB, but it's a fake BB. So this tells me that they're trying to frame, maybe? Which means that now it's more likely to be red dress. It really feels more like red dress now to me. It could still be wheels, but it feels like red dress. Okay, is this a purloin? No. I mean, yeah, if you're red dress, you're not completing here, right? Tense, but I think we're out of the woods though. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Obviously leaves. I hate it so much, I'm just gonna shoot that. That could have been a bug or something stupid. Yeah, it wasn't a bug, but I can't take the chance. I'm not losing because they bugged there. Either way, that second BB felt more like a frame, and it felt like a red swap in at center inspects. Let me see if I'm right. Yeah, it was a red swap. Okay, I kind of figured. So yeah, I mean the spy, it definitely felt more like red dress there after that second BB, because it's like then it almost feels because like you know that the DA is not in that conversation, which means that you know the spy is kind of trying to like frame somebody, which means it more so feels like Wheels trying to get, like getting framed for something that he didn't do. Like why would Wheels even be there anyway? And plus, that instant contact is just not sus at all either. But I guess it could have been like, oh, like I said earlier, like Hyper maybe wanted to look like, oh, like I would still do this, but you know. Oh, that was a horrible path. I'm just shoot me. Okay, green flirt. Cool. I have a plan. Okay, I'm gonna delegate if I hit this green flirt. Although I guess now it's a little harder because now that conversation is full. 1,000. Oh, I don't know what I'm counting. Oh my god, just shoot me. These paths are so bad. That was horrendous. Okay, we hit the green, so I'm just gonna delegate. I'm gonna say screw it. I'm probably just dead here, but oh well. If he doesn't know who sent this though, it's down to 3 technically. Yeah, okay. He knew. He knew. Yeah, it was kind of a little greedy to just send there right at the front of the venue. But my thought process was like, if he doesn't know who it is for certain, then he's just gonna take a 1 in 4, 1 in 5 shot, which I think is better than just like doing something later on in the game and just waiting. All right, Dove mask. All right, okay, Queen white dress. So we have cake and carrot. So carrot cake. I liked Queen's path there. Not perfect, but not bad. My paths were also really bad there in that game, so that also could have been what got me shot, but I don't know for certain. That looked a little gross. It could still be white. It could still be white. White just could still be an AI, but that looked really gross. Plain twin, general, takes an inspect or inspect. Yeah, this would be a BB, but they're okay. I'm just gonna preemptively. Okay, I'm gonna preemptively highlight here because I'm expecting a real BB. Just so I don't have to waste the time doing it.
Banana bread.
Okay, switches convo. So I already highlighted, of course, because I was kind of expecting it. Kane doesn't have another inspect. Another BB here would give me 2 lowlights, and I would probably assume that it's the real one. So it would highlight anyone new who has it. That looked like a bump, and I think it was, but we're going to play a little aggressive and lowlight it. No one's been to statues, still waiting on more prints. There should be another BB coming anytime soon, I think. General switches convo. White dress still seems sus to me, though. If she goes to the statue, I might have to have no choice but to shoot her, I think. 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. Yeah. Should be a dead case. I mean, Salmon didn't go for the case, though, so... There's no reason to BB here still. So, like... okay, Plain Twin. Although, I don't think that's the printable statue. I think the H statue is the printable one. So either I'm wrong and I just straight up lose here, or... I'm probably just wrong. Salmon takes a drink. We're going to watch this delegate. I think it's White Dress, in all honesty. We're going to watch Bug. See if Star gets sent. There we go. Yeah, I predicted that it was White Dress. That one path from White Dress just seems kind of gross. And then, because she didn't really bump, she just kind of like, tried to look like she wanted to bump, but she didn't. But yeah, so preemptively taking the highlights on the BB actually kind of looked really even better for us, just because it meant that what it really meant is that the spy doesn't. I mean, if the spy didn't clock that, if the spy wasn't looking for that, then it could have been like a nice little like, oh, I don't need a BB again because I already got I don't need a BB again because I didn't get highlight. So like he won't know who I was real. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think I liked highlighting preemptively there. I pre-aimed the shot because I was expecting it to be White Dress there towards the end. No one else really had anything. And yeah, so just take the shot. We're just going to flirt cheese here and just walk away to windows. Time ad, because Ambassador's walking by. Now we're just going to walk to the other side of the venue. We'll BB actually first, maybe.
Banana bread.
BB. And now we're going to go to statues now. This pearl one I think is just completely missed, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so now we're going to green swap here. Just going to add fuel to the fire here. And then we're going to hopefully get a green flirt here. Okay, but teal steals our spot. That's kind of annoying. So we're going to swap delay a little bit. We're going to go to this window pad over here. We see someone walking to that statue. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to... just prolong it like a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go to this statue now. And we're going to finish right here. And I die. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming... it's a pretty obvious game to snipe if you had the swap, but I thought maybe it could work, but, it wasn't delayed for long enough. I think going to statues there really probably put me on the radar. Had I not just gone to statues, I think maybe it works a little better, but I don't know. All right. In a way, we're sniping for a win here. Not that it really matters, but I got to snipe a veranda game. So let's see. So mask. Looks like wheels cheese flirts. So mask, puff, Nunu, and Nunu. I don't want to highlight statues. I don't know why. It's just programmed in me at this point. But wheels is the most sus to me right now. Just, early game behavior wise. Mask, puff, Nunu Ness. Or mask, puff, Nunu Nunu. Okay. Wheels just sits in an empty convo, probably waiting out their ST maybe. Rocker, maybe time ads. Okay, does look like an AI that Wheels does, but I don't want to tunnel this entire game on Wheels. Okay, Disney, I think that's the second statue. Or it could not be, I don't know. My brain's kind of fried at this point. Okay. General, could bug maybe. No, it doesn't bug. Can't bug now. Wheels moves again. I'm gonna act like I didn't highlight him the first time. That way maybe he gets a little bit more aggressive. Rocker I don't think has statues yet. I can't tell if that's a slide or not, but I'm not sure. Oh, that path was really at the end was kind of ugly. We're gonna bait him a little bit here. Duke can be a little lit. Okay, but no microfilm. Hmm. I think Buns, that's her second statue visit. Okay, Smallman. Yeah, now Wheels is at red. I mean, I don't know. Wheels is just so active that it doesn't feel like him. I'm probably missing so much here. Okay, Buns with the easy print. Nah, I don't know. Who knows? The spy is. I have no idea. White Dress I don't think has an inspect yet. Okay, now Wheels with the print. Seek. Could have microfilm, so we'll highlight it.
Banana bread.
I feel like I'm gonna leave you highlight. I feel like that could have been a bug from Irish, but either way, she doesn't have real, so. Also, I haven't even been watching Perlin. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I completely just forgot that Perlin was even a mission. So it's literally just completely free. But yet again, Wheels doesn't slide though. So like, I don't know. I guess that's 3 missions, but he doesn't have microfilm yet. I guess so. Okay, Rocker probably has inspects. I mean, hmm. I mean, we're never microfilming here as Wheels, right? Okay, that was ugly from Rocker. Yeah, yeah, that was that last path was like really like wonky, but I only had inspects. I wasn't even watching Burloin. I mean, yeah. So like whatever. I'm playing 407 and I didn't have Prince, so it's like whatever. I just lose because I don't have Prince. But yeah, GG's. Let's see. We lost. Okay, we lost like 6 spy games. So or we lost 6 sniper games. Sniper is technically the easier role. However, Hyper's a good spy, so it's pretty hard to win. Uh, Pretty hard to win. But um, yeah, it was really hard. It was really hard set, but hopefully, there's a lot of like cool little spy plays here. I think even from like Hyper as well had a lot of nice little spy games. And yeah, I think this is a pretty good video. Yeah, maybe not fully serious. I mean, some of my spy games are pretty serious, but um, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like from the spy side, you just gotta try stuff. So like, even though like they're not completely serious, it's like still gotta do something. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video there. It was a good game. As you see, played 26 games just around the world. Played one role each on every single venue. And yeah, that was a fun little video. And about an hour and a half long. So makes up for the month that I keep going off of hiatus. It's like one video a month when I really want it to be at least like a couple videos a week, but just been a little busy. So, all right. But thanks everyone for watching, and that's going to be it for me.